Hi there, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So on this video, we're going to talk about Explore OpenArt AI image editing tool. Now for this one, this is going to be the landing page or basically the website of OpenArt AI. So actually, this is the editing platform, and this should be the landing page. Right now, I have the free plan, which is going to give me a total of 40 credits. I already used 6, so I only have 34. And if you want to upgrade, this is going to be the prices. Take note, you only get 40 one-time trial credits. That is only applicable for 7 days or a week. After that one, you can no longer use it. If you still want to use OpenArt AI, of course, you need to pay for the membership plan, which is going to be this one's right there. Pretty awesome, right? Now, the thing here is basically to have it started, click on Edit Image. So once you click on Edit Image right there, you're going to have this option, wherein you're going to see a lot of options going on in the upper section and on the left section right there. Now, to add your image, simply click on that Add Image option right here. Choose an image of your choosing. For example, I'm going to go with this one right there. As you can see, the image dimension exists or exceed the maximum supported size of 4000 pixels. So let's change it for a little while. I'm going to go with this one. So there are actually 2 ways on adding images on OpenArt AI that you can edit. So before I teach you those another way, I'm going to show you the things you can do here. First, on the left side, you're going to have the Smart Select. If you click on Smart Select for this one, it basically gives sections to your image where you can specifically change its sections. If you know ungroup and group functions in Canva or any other editor, it's basically the same. As you can see right there, I can choose specific parts of the image. Let me try zooming it in. So for example, for this one, that specific part right there, I can really paint it and focus on changing it. For example, this one, same goes for that one right here. Alright, so that's going to be Smart Select. Remove background is pretty self-explanatory. For crop, you can do this one. You can crop it as you see fit. Of course, after crop, you have this one that says convert your image into a blend board for advanced blending and composition. Add text, this is pretty self-explanatory. Same goes for shapes, download to local, save history, and delete. Now, without being covered, I'm going to show you the second way on basically adding image on OpenArt AI to edit. So I want you to click on Create for this one. Now once you're here, this is how it looks like, right? You can have your albums, editing history, bulk creations, and basically everything you have created on your account. Now I have a sample here. This is going to be a stormtrooper, but this is going to be a single image. So I want to use different images with different or a lot of subjects. I'm going to go with this one. This one right there. Let me just zoom it in. So we're going to use this sample for this discussion. And basically how to do that, simply click on this edit option right here. This little pencil icon. However, from this part right here, you can utilize the edit options again for in-paint, remove background, expand, stylize the background, and basically face. However, I wanted to go to the edit option from earlier. By simply clicking on edit right there, it's gonna start uploading on this section. While waiting, I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're gonna have 2 photos right here. So this is just like Notion if you're familiar with that, so please check it out. So for this one, you can just simply delete the first image and focus only on this and what we have here. Alright? So what can we do here? First things foremost, there's gonna be an option that says remove just beside in paint. So for remove, if I select this one right there, it's gonna give me 2 options. Rather than quick erase or magic erase, I'm gonna show you how it works. Let's go first quick erase first. Now what do I want to erase here? Let me see. How about I erase this tree right here, or this bush, alright? So to increase your brush size, basically increase it right there, so you'll be faster at erasing. As you can see right there, magic erase for quick erase, once you let go of your mouse, it's gonna start erasing that part right there. I accidentally left it, that's why it's not consistent. So again, I'm gonna hold my mouse, hover right there, make sure everything is selected, and simply release your mouse. So once you release the left click of your mouse, it's gonna start removing deleting that portion you have selected. That's going to be quick erase for you. As you can see right there, there's still a little bit of going on here, so you can still make it work just by repeating the process, deleting that one right there, and just repeat the process until you see the one you like. So that's going to be quick erase for you. Now we're going to utilize later on after loading the magic erase, so this is a bit more complicated, gives a bit more style. So how about this one, magic erase for this? So there's going to be creativity level. Use a lower number for simple backgrounds and a higher number for complex ones. So I'm going to increase this to 0.6 since the background's a bit more complicated. And then for this one, you're going to have two options, manual brush or click area. Click area is basically the same thing as the one earlier where you put into sections. So I'm going to skip that one for now and focus on brush first. So as you can see right here, you'll notice that the brush is increasing and decreasing, right? Now what if I erase this bush right here? So I can just paint it right there, and even though I release my left click of a mouse, it's not gonna load, as you can see right here. It gives me the option to remove now on that part right there. Now let's try removing this one also, that blurry part, to make it work. Now, I'm gonna show you something really awesome. When you're using magic erase, you're going to have the option to add or minus. So minus basically gives you this option where you can remove the one you're erasing. Perfect, right? You can undo and redo on that click right there. Now if I click on inverse, so please take note about this one, this is actually awesome. If I click on inverse right now, everything is going to be selected except the part where I added my brush. So if I click on minus for this one, you can still add it up. However, I don't want the inverse option, alright? So for this, let's try it out. I'm gonna click on remove for now. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. So as you can see, for the magic erase that costs 1 credit, gives you a better result. The bush right there has been deleted, and the distortion on this part has been fixed. So that's gonna be the two options on magic erase. Now let's explore the click area before we move on. So if I click on click area for this one, it's now breaking it up into sections where you can just choose a specific section that you want to erase. This will take a few more minutes. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. So this is going to be the click area selection. You can click each part of them, much like the first part I taught you earlier. You can break into sections and just basically have fun with it. Now for the next feature, we're going to talk about InPaint. So InPaint basically is the same as any other AI generation tool out there. Gives you the chance to add more images or output on your image. So how does it work? Basically, you're going to have an option for click and manual brush. Same goes for the remove option from earlier. So we just choose manual brush for this one. And then, I'm going to add something in her eyes. So let me just select it one more time. I think I deselected it. So in her eyes right there. And for the prompt, I'm going to type in here. How about let's go for sunglasses. Easy as that. I'm just going to type in sunglasses. And then for this one, I'm going to go photorealistic. Now, if you click on photorealistic, you're going to have some image guidance. If you have to have a reference image, simply click on that one. For the magic mode, I'm going to click on auto. I'm going to remain everything the same. Number of images, I'm going to lower it down to 2 because I'm really saving up. Click on create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're going to have these results right here. As you can see, we have 2 sunglasses. Now, if you want to add some more, you can add some necklace on the background or whatever you want. Let's try one more time. Let me just click on this one. How about let's remove this one first. Let me just clear selection. And then, how about I add something on her neck? Something about a necklace, alright? So for this one, a beautiful golden necklace. Now, instead of photorealistic, I'm going to go for quality. And basically, click on create. So I'm gonna get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're gonna have this one right there. Pretty awesome, right? And that's the power of InPaint for you. Alright, now for the next example, we're gonna call this expand. Before proceeding, we must upload a photo. I'm gonna go with Anna. I know we all love Anna, right? This is gonna be the most famous Disney characters from a time being before. And this is her wearing a Christmas red sweater. So how do we do this? First, of course, after uploading your image, I want you to click on expand. And once you're here, you're going to have those results on the right side. You can choose aspect ratio from square. You can choose from landscape, portrait, art print, and cinema. For this video, I'm going to focus on square. Let me just zoom out just a little bit. I think this should be good enough. Perfect. So just a little bit right there, the moment focus on the design. So again, that would be square. You can adjust the width for this one. And basically, we're going to use the prompt here. I'm just going to describe Anna. Now for the prompt, this is where it gets complicated because I'm going to share a technique for you. To better expand it, to give the best results, give a prompt that best describes your image. So for this one, a full body. So I'm going for the full body term. A full body photo of a woman with red hair wearing a red sweater. It's going to be basically easy as that. So after adding that up, I'm not going to add an image guidance. So that's going to be square. Number of images, I'm going to go for 3. I'll click on create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. Again, this is going to be how it looks like originally. On the right side, we're going to have the results. First one is going to be this one. As you can see, it has been expanded throughout her legs, and the background has been successfully expanded as well. Originally, it looks like this, alright? The background is closed, and the legs are not shown. Second example, we have this much more shown on the lower part of the body, and that's the trick there. Write a prompt that has a full body term. Even the background right there has been successfully expanded. Last one, of course, is going to be this one. So among the 3, I think the second one works best. Again, another tip for you when you're generating, always generate more than 2, because it gives you a much better example. Let's move on for the next feature. Go to background. And for this one, it's just going to focus on background itself. Now, it will give you just like a click area selection of your background. So you can change your background and remove it. So I don't want to remove it because that's pretty boring. So I'm going to click on change background for this. Now for this one, describe your new background. So I'm just going to remove this one all the way. And what if I type in here, let's go for a sunny beach, or since this is going to be a stormtrooper, what if I'm going to go for this one, a warship behind, and the moon is lighting up. For example, this one. We're going to have this one right here. And then match the original image style. Make sure this is going to be selected. And basically for this one, I'm going to lessen it to 1. So to save up some of our credits, click on create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. This is what we have here. So we have the moon right there. There's going to be a warship on the background. As you can see, those blurry parts right there, I'm guessing those are the warship. Comparing it with this original background, just like a dark desert background. And we have this one. That's going to be the feature of expand and background for you guys. For the next feature, this is what you call stylize. And then just select your image first. Select stylize for that one. On the right side, you're going to have so much choices. You can upload your very own image to copy that style. But for this one, I'm going to use the samples I have here. We have so much to choose from. There's no point in uploading your very own style. If you want to check for this one, what if I go for floral pastel, line sketch, or golden ripples? I'm gonna go for this one, or mystic fantasy. Which one do you want? Alright, so I'm gonna go for line sketch for this, and basically the style strength, I'm gonna go for 0.7. This is gonna be the recommended, or 0.6. Now for the prompt, describe the overall expanded image. So that will be a young girl in a bar smoking a cigarette with black hair. Or I think the black hair should be going on the first part of the sentence. A young girl with black hair in a bar smoking a cigarette. So for this, I'm going to lessen it to 1 to save up of our credits. Click create, and it will change the style of this image entirely. That's going to be the power of OpenArt. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. This is what we have. Now that's going to be a sketch you can add to Canva, save, or basically download the image to your liking, save it to your computer with no problem at all. Now speaking about stylize, so for example, you want to use your very own image. You really want to use your image, right? Your style image. So for this one, go to stylize for that. and then delete this one. Click and upload your photo. Select a style that you want for this one. I'm gonna go for that little thing right there, this one. So I'm not gonna change anything for my prompt. So great. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're gonna have this one. So that's gonna be our new style of our photo. This is the previous one. This is the original, the one with the black dress. Now that's gonna be a powerful tool, especially if you just type in your prompt and your image, you're gonna have these results. The consistency for this one is really awesome, by the way. The cigarette is still there, the pose, the background. Just changing the style is gonna be what's different for this one. Now for the next feature, we're gonna utilize the face option. So what it does, it changes the facial expression of your photo. So we have a pretty serious guy right there. So this is gonna be a sample photo that I have that I got from Pixelbay. So just gonna be a preset. You can make it happy, wink, surprise, sleepy, frown, or look away. So this is gonna be a pretty serious guy. What if we make him happier? So if you choose one of each of the features here, as you can see, there is gonna be a changes on the metrics. However, if you want to have a very specific part of your face move, make sure you change something here. So for example, for laugh, if I lessen it out all the way to frown, this will change into frown. However, that takes so much time. So I suggest just use the templates here. For example, wink. If I set a wink for this one, notice that the metrics here have changed to fully satisfies that wink. Pretty awesome, right? That's a bit weird actually. So how about sleeping, alright? So please pay attention on the metrics. If I click on sleepy here, you'll notice that there's gonna be some movement here, and pay your attention on the guy right there closing his eyes. Now you can really save this image as it is, depending on your own choosing. So every 5 adjustments cost 1 credit. So I'm gonna remain as it is since I already have 4 adjustments to save our credits. Now for the next feature, this is all about for distorted fingers or hands, as you can see right there. So please click on edit people for this one, and focus it more on that part right there. So you're gonna have 2 options. Select an area and tell us what you want to change. So I'm gonna select the hand here. Just make sure this is highlighted all the way. I think this is good enough. And basically, I'm not gonna enter a prompt there. Lessen the credits I have here because I am almost running out of credits. Click date and I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. Now originally we have this, right? This image right here of the hand. There's gonna be distortion, the bending of the fingers that doesn't look good. So we have used AI to fix this. So we have this one. As you can see, it's still distorted, but a lot better than what we had before. Same goes for the second one, and then the third one. I think third one is the best for you guys. It's much more realistic now, comparing it with this one right here. Alright, that's gonna be edit people for you. You can fix your hands, distortion, and the works. Now let's try another example. I'm just gonna choose another image so we can verify and really talk about this next feature. Actually, it's still gonna be an edit people, but for now, instead of focusing on the hands, we're gonna focus on the face. So I have this image right here, so it's more dark on the face. And then I'm gonna select the image first, click on edit people for that one, enhance face for this, and basically increase the brush size because this requires a much more larger area. And then for this one, basically select the whole image of the face. So making sure this is gonna be as it is, highlighted all the way. Now for the prompt, let's explain it now. So it will be a man's face, staring, straight forward, and then dim lit background. I think this should be good enough. How about let's just add some focus on that part right there, and then lessen the credit, because I have very limited one for now. They have 4. Anyway, click on create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're gonna have this result right here. It's a much more clear, enhanced photo of the face. Alright? So this is gonna be a direct comparison. And basically that's how it works, the face and the hands. Now for the next feature, we're gonna talk about blend board. So just click on this option right there and you can have this. So add image layer for this. So we can add a sample image I have here about John Wick. So what it does is, it's basically for the name, it's blending images all together. As you can see right there, John Wick right now is officially added in this image. So you can just replace it here, Now it better fits the image to fight that dinosaur right there. How awesome, right? Let me just tap that guy right here so it's not really visible. And we're gonna have this awesome image. Now for this one, you can use auto, blend strong, or blend subtle. I always go for auto, so have the perfect design of strong and subtle. Creativity level, make sure this is only 0.5 on a maximum of 0.6. That's the sweet spot for that one. Now you can add some text here. For example, you can add here. I'm gonna name it Tutorialboxx, looking like a thumbnail for that one. I can just put it here, change the font color to better utilize it. And for this timestamp right here, I'm gonna go for Georgia. I think this should be good enough, alright? Now this is just gonna be depending on your skill set. Now we have a watermark now for this image. How awesome, right? Now there are some features here if you want to hide it. Same goes for that one. If you want to delete it or show and hide object on the background, that's depending on your end. Of course guys, you can add so much image layer here. That's depending again on your preference. If you want to export it to PNG or JPEG, choose one of each and you'll be good to go. Download it for this one or save the generation history. That's going to be depending on your preference again. Now what if we add some more image here? So I have this woman right there, right? Let me just delete this one right here, the text. It might ruin our output, and increase the size for this one. Put it just right beside this and put her here, just beside John Wick. Let me just click this. I think this should be good enough. Now we have two images inside of the dinosaur image earlier, so you can change the layer, for example, depending on your own choices. And then if I click on blend strong for this, lessen it to around 2.0 or 0.2, and then just describe this image. That would be John Wick holding a samurai, let's go for neon woman with a background of a monster on neon streetlights. I'm gonna go for this one right there, and basically now I'm gonna click on blend. So welcome back to the video. Now before I click on the view button right there, I want to show you how it works, or basically how it looks like before. So the monster is gonna be right there. That's John Wick and that's the girl, right? If I now click on this one, click on view, this is now how they look like. Blending more powerful, the monster looks more realistic, and the girl has been adapted on the background itself. That's gonna be a really awesome design, especially the street lights on the background gave more of a blending feature, so everything is basically aligned instead of style. Alright? That's really awesome, by the way. Now for the next feature, we're gonna have this example. We're gonna use a cat in the streets, so please choose find and replace. And now for this one, let's go for a cat. That's gonna be a search for, and then replace it with a dog. Number of images lowering out down to 2. Click create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. We're gonna have this one. So there's gonna be a cat and this is gonna be a dog. So whatever you type in the found or search for, you're gonna look for it in the image and replace it with this one. It's pretty straightforward. Now alright, before we wrap things up, there's still one more feature to talk about. So for example, this is gonna be our photo, right? And what if I want to upscale it? Of course, before I download it, I'm gonna scale it on this part right there. Now for this one, this is gonna be the part where you can upscale. You can have 3 choices: precise, creative, and creative is upscale for legacy and SFW. I'm gonna go for precise, 4K for that one. And basically for this, that will cost 10 credits. I think that is worth it. Click create. I'll get back to you once it's here. So welcome back to the video. This is gonna be the upscale version, and if I slowly slide it right there, you'll notice that it's beginning more sharper looking. Pay attention to the monster, it's much more visible on that part right there. And that's it. This is going to be the much more clearer version, and that's going to be perfect. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye for now.